So, your opinion on the new H&S Ultra? Hi everybody, welcome back to the channel and welcome to an absolute beginner on the brush. My brother-in-law has come over to stay with me and he was really intrigued to see the studio. He came in last night, had a look round, and the first brush that he picked up that was out on display was the new H&S Ultra. So he picked it up and went, oh, this is nice, how does this work? So he was like going through, pressing down, pulling back. And I've said to him this morning, this will be a really good test to show the subscribers on the channel how the Ultra works with an absolute novice. This guy has never airbrushed in his life before. I think the only thing he's sprayed is like an aerosol can. So we're going to get Fraser in the studio in a minute. I'll introduce you to Fraser. We'll drop some paint in the Ultra. I'll give him some little pointers and we'll get him doing some passes with the brush and just show him how easy it is to paint with the Harder and Steenbeck Ultra. Right guys, I've got Fraser, my brother-in-law, who has never airbrushed before. So this is Fraser.
I am.
And he's going to have a go with the new Ultra. We've got some Createx illustration in the brush. I'm running 20 psi and Fraser's never airbrushed before ever. So the actual brush itself, if you hold the brush in your hand like that, so you've got one finger to the top.
Right there.
Yeah, like that. I've put him on setting number 3, so if we move the camera in slightly.
May as well be speaking Japanese now. Okay. Yeah.
So if you put your finger on top of the trigger,
okay,
and now press down, you'll feel air come out.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah?
Yeah.
So if you aim towards the paper, bring your other hand up to steady yourself.
Yes.
And then press down on the trigger for air.
Right.
And then move back on the trigger, and then you'll see the paint come out. And then move forward on the trigger to take the paint off.
Okay.
So down for air.
Yeah.
Move back for paint.
Paint. Yeah.
And then move forward again to take the paint off.
Yeah. Okay.
Now, if you start to move with the brush instead of being solid, move with the brush. As you do that motion with your finger, you'll get a nice consistent pass of paint.
Okay.
Give that a go.
Okay.
And then to take the paint off, you just move
rather
forward.
than taking it off, you just move, getting there, but moving forward and back.
You're moving forward and backwards, yeah.
Okay. I don't know where I'm going.
Just keep trying. I mean, you know, practice. So this is on setting number 3, so it's sort of minimal paint for a beginner to have a go with. But as you can see, he's picking it up and he's getting some paint down for the very first time. How does the brush feel to use? Like, comfortable?
A lot lighter, I thought.
You think?
Yeah, there's a bit of metal there, isn't there? A little bit heavy. Keep running out of paint. I mean, I'm running out.
No, you're alright. It's because you're bringing that trigger forward.
Oh, I see.
Now, if I move you to another setting, base, this will put a little bit more paint down.
Okay.
When you pull back on the trigger. So just get used to moving with the brush. Bring your other hand up to steady yourself. That will just steady yourself in your movement when you do it.
That looks shaky. Why is that?
It's because you've never done it before. So for somebody that's not picked up an airbrush ever, he's got straight onto the Ultra and he's putting some lines down. Not really consistent, but he's getting the paint down very, very easily using the sleeve control at the back. We set it to number 3 for a start, just to get a feel of it, and now I've set it to base. See, if you were to go full trigger like that, this is what it would be like for a beginner on a full triggered airbrush like normal. You pull it right back, see how much paint comes out?
Christ, yeah.
That's what a beginner has to deal with. But with the
that'd probably put you off, wouldn't it?
It would put you off. It would put you off. So using the settings, you can adjust your paint control to what you want.
Okay. So and when you're doing stuff, are you twisting this all the time? You
can set this as you are painting to put that sort of amount of paint down. So this is a lot less paint, and it just gives you that little bit more confidence.
Paint on.
It's never ever airbrushed. This is what I mean, guys, by the Ultra. You sort of pick it up within 4 to 5 minutes. You're putting paint down comfortably using the sleeve controls on the brush. Try and move other ways, try and get a little bit more free with it and move different angles with the brush. That's it. So do you find the brush comfortable?
Yeah, no, like I say, it's not lighter than I thought it'd be. I don't know why.
Because that brush is quite heavy. And for a beginner, it's a heavy brush.
Right.
If I was to put another brush in your hand, you'd
see just massively built. I'm like a unit. So when you started, did you throw it on like this?
Yeah, exactly the same.
Right.
I was doing this from the start, and then you just progress. But with this brush, I find it makes the beginner's life a lot easier because you're straight in painting. You're dropping paint down. You're getting to grips with it.
Yeah.
I was never like this. You were for a start.
Yeah.
I was all over the place.
Did anyone put you on camera the first time?
They didn't.
No, I just wondered.
But it just goes to show that it is possible, guys. If you've not ever airbrushed like Fraser hasn't, you can pick the Ultra straight up and you can start applying paint, whether you're painting on paper like this or whether you're doing sort of models, 3D prints and things. It's a very nice brush, straight away to get on with. It's just about moving with the brush. Instead of being like robotic, now you're moving with the brush. It's just a lot more fluid.
Yeah.
You're just picking it up a lot quicker.
Yeah. So how long, when you first started doing this, and I suppose you went, and you thought, oh, did someone teach you how to do it, or did you just
a little bit, but then it was a lot self-taught, so you're just practicing and practicing. But you pick that up really, really quick.
It looks beautiful, like a shredded wheat.
It's absolutely fine. But you've got the trigger, the way you're holding the brush is exactly how you should hold it, straight away. You found your comfortable spot on the trigger.
Yes.
And it feels comfortable to the touch of your
finger. It's actually, it's not...
and when you move that trigger, you can get the feel of how much paint you instantly put down.
Yeah, you don't need a lot of pressure to bring it out and put some paint on there, mustn't it? Oh, when we're looking at that, what happened there?
It's just where you're holding and just slowing down too much in one spot.
Through too much in one spot. So the idea is just steady speed.
Steady speed, your distances to achieve different textures and fades and things.
Okay. Yeah.
So your opinion on the new H&S Ultra?
Well, based on literally no experience of any other airbrush, I think it's really good. Yeah, it's alright.
You've just picked it up and just sort of gone straight on with it, so that's really good.
Is this like a very professional bit of kit? Or just like a... Okay, so
it's a very, very nice built bit of kit.
Yeah.
And for a beginner, I think it's just proved it, guys, that a non-airbrusher can pick up an airbrush and get straight in and start learning to airbrush.
I'll take over the channel from there. Perfect.
Okay.
Brilliant.
So there's a little look into the Ultra, guys, with an absolute beginner who's never airbrushed, and he don't want to put the brush down now. He just keeps doodling, and that's what it's about: picking the brush up, getting to grips with it, and just using them settings to your advantage. Just makes your life a lot easier. So thanks for watching. Don't forget, if you're new to the channel, click that subscribe, press that notification, and I'll see you in the next one. Cheers, guys.